Hello. I did not time that right. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm so out of it. And also, I've been having so many computer issues. Speaking of computer issues, where is my guy? Hello? One second, I guess. I guess. I'm gonna try to redo it, because wait, here, let me. Nope, it died. Cool. Yeah, I've been having so many computer issues tonight. Um, Hello? Hello? It it looks like it should be working. Where it is, we'll never know. It is the exact same it is the exact same URL. So is this a Discord issue? Hold on, let me try. I'm logging into Discord on the web to see if it's an issue there. I love starting with difficulties. Where is the... How the fuck do you log in now? With the QR code. There it is. Keep moving things on me. Oh. Oh. Okay. So... That's a no then, I guess. Let me try, I guess, one more time. The thing is, I can see it moving in... oh. I can see it moving in the website, but it doesn't work on anything else. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I use a website for this. And it shows here. I can actually show you if you don't judge. If you don't judge my... Oh, wait. Okay. Emma works. Interesting. Interesting. Does... Okay, Lynn doesn't work. My Discord avatar works. And my default doesn't. So we're gonna be Emma for tonight. We're just gonna be Emma tonight, I guess. It's still not working on my original one. So... Weird as hell. Hate to see it. I'll fix that some other time. Let me hide that one so nothing happens. Let me also move that up a little. Cool. That's cool. Maybe this is a sign that I need to actually like do the stuff I was gonna say. I said I was gonna do, and like redo all my Twitch stuff because it's now broken apparently. Yeah, I've got no idea what's going on there. Let me close everything. And let's play a game. Let's play a game tonight. If it'll open. Let's see if the things continue with how they are. because things are not working awesome tonight. My God, things are not working awesome tonight. Wow, this is little. Or, oh my God. Can I not play this game? Oh, is it this issue? Hold on. I don't think I can play this game. Hold on. Adjust graphic settings. Let me see if I can close. Supposedly, some people this only works. Confirm. I mean, I'll just find something else, but... Oh, we got it. Hell yeah. I was like, why is nothing happening? Why do things not happen for me tonight? Check out these birds. Camille Saint-San. I forget how to say things. Here's where I, first of all, don't capture cursor. Here's where I kindly and so politely ask you not to judge the fact that I, under no circumstances, can speak French. Because I can't speak French. And I actually probably should change the game thing now. French? No. No. How fucked is this if I go full screen? This is actually fine. Okay. Let me just fix the display capture. Whoop. Yeah, so I don't know any French, aside from a few names from Les Mis. And, mostly the language I've been learning is Spanish. Not even gonna try French language anything tonight. We're just gonna read it in American accents. And there are voices? That's awesome. Maybe I won't have to read as much as I thought, but they can do the French accents for me. Des is gonna hang out with us tonight. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind that Des hangs out with us. I doubt you care. January 1st, 1848. Yep. The Chateau Crinier of Baron Roguel? Oh no, he's dead. Is that Monsieur Gramouille? Oh mon Dieu. We're fucked already, man. Dame Caroline, what have you done? Dead wrong. Act 1, a cat with claws. Oh. Look at that bird hop. Sparrow son. Yeah, what the fuck, Caroline? Hello, Citrine Ocean. Oh, and thank you for following. Welcome. He's got mad hops.
It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead?
Whoa, big bird.
Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon? Too early for worms. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon?
I also don't know wine.
There'll be time for that later. We have some business to handle first. Business?
Oh!
A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrow Son. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Caroline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Concierge...
I feel like I should actually know this word, and my brain just, like, saw all the letters and went, oh no, we don't know this one. Concierge? Concierge?
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie? Cool.
Prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pertois
Demois of the Demois estate. I am making up vowel sounds. Should I have Forva open in another tab and we can just check things? Should we try to do some research together like I'm at work? Not there. All right, Google Translate, you got anything? Nope, we're on our own.
Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months.
Maya, when she comes back from Crane Village, and Phoenix has been in a depressive episode on the couch, not doing anything.
Not just that, the Demois estate is known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Catiline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Catiline in court.
Also making up that pronunciation. This is gonna be a lot of guessing. Because I don't think these are names I can easily find. Hold on, I'm pulling up my handy dandy Google Translate, which is not usually 100% correct for proper nouns, but... Caterline. Sure, sometimes it makes educated guesses. God, I wish we could say nope. Should we just say no? Should we just say no once? Also, did I say hello to Nate? Hello, Nate. Should we just say no to see what happens? I kind of want to say no. Let's say no.
I think not so, Sparrowson. The fate of a fat cat bourgeois is none of my concern.
Is that bourgeois or bourgeoisie? I think that's bourgeois. For some reason, I'm not good at that particular word.
Bourgeois.
Yeah, bourgeois. Okay.
Past the Cabernet Sauvignon already.
Yeah, I saw the evil boobs. I was so confused by the evil boobs.
What? With all due respect, Falcon, we've been doing nothing for the past 2 weeks.
Maya to Phoenix.
Anything would be better than another day of thumb twiddling.
I forgot they have hands. The hands are a little odd. I don't know how I feel about the hands on the birds. The human hands? The human hands.
Still, come on, let's be productive members of society.
No.
No, I've made up my mind. Okay, fine. Can we at least play some cards to pass the time? No, there's a marvelous idea. But what game? We don't really have enough players for Tap to Rock or
Seago? What? I've never heard of either of these. Are these real? Hold on. We're playing research game now. Tap. It's a South German game that is not a member of the true Terek family, may have blah blah blah. So yes, it's real, and apparently it's South German. It originated in Austria, and then it's this one, Sego, this Zigo, I don't know, is a tarot card game, which was also played in Germany, the Black Forest region specifically.
I know. There's this game I learned at university called Jacques Noir. Jacques Noir. That sounds dubious. No, it's a real game. Let me tell you how it works. You draw cards from this deck to get as close to 21 as possible without going over.
Oh.
Okay. Call hit if you want another card, and stand if you don't want any more. You are aiming to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. I fucking suck at this. Sounds good. Deal me.
Don't actually make me— Fuck! Shit! God damn it! You're actually making me play! Oh no! Okay. Uh-huh. Ah, fuck you! Damn it.
What do you think? Are you getting the gist of it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think I've got a handle on it. Alright, now we can make this interesting. How do you feel about a little wager? Sounds good. What do you have in mind? 1 franc per round? 2? No, I was thinking of something else.
Are you gonna bet me that I'm gonna lose, and then if I lose, we have to go do this case?
I'm intrigued. Go on. We play 1 round. If I win, you have to take on Dame Catterline's case. That sounds like quite a hefty wager. What do I get if I win? If you win... I've got it. If I win, you must...
Take a vow of silence, go on a diet, or give me half your paycheck for this month. Sure, I guess.
You must give me 50% of your paycheck for this month. That sounds fair. Great, so it's a deal. Sure. By the way, what's 50% of...
Absolutely nothing. Oh. Oopsie. Ooh. The continuing trend of not paying our assistants. That's awkward. That's awkward. Phoenix Corps. Well, Phoenix can't afford to pay Maya. Cat, I think, could pull some strings. Catriel Layton, if you're out there. Can we buy Ernest some, like, ramen or something? All I'm asking.
Hey, I'm not paying you that little. No, now I'm not saying that you pay me diddly squat, but I recently had to switch to 1-ply toilet paper. 1-ply, Falcon.
Goodbye, Maya. Goodbye, Faye. Maya was here all weekend. I'm used to talking to her when she's on stream. Sorry, I have just like a strip of label backs next to me. It was getting in the way. ASMR. I fully thought about doing zine packing streams before. It just didn't seem... It seemed like not soothing and just like noise. So I never have.
We can talk about a pay raise later, but for now, let's just deal cards.
Fuck. Fuck! God damn it, are you kidding me?
Well, looks like I won. How about that? What? No way, you cheated. You didn't shuffle those cards properly. Let's go again, 2 out of 3. How does the American proverb go? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
As they said in 1848.
Ugh, this is my punishment for gambling on a made-up card game, isn't it? Fine, we'll take the case. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away the Signia
fuck me. Let's at least get this part right.
Seigneur.
Seigneur. Demiao? Demiao? Demiao. They're cats. They're cats, aren't they? Seigneur Demiao. It would be Demiao, wouldn't it? My inability to figure out how French vowels should be said is totally fucking their pun over. Okay.
One moment, Falcon.
I'm over here like, words? Pertois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. Seigneur Pertois Demiao has requested legal aid for his daughter, Cataline. Did we say Cataline? I think we said Cataline. She is being held at consigliere. Yeah, sure. This is gonna be rough. You may access the evidence folder, yes.
I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list.
Falcon has picked up his wallet. We have 20 francs.
Let's make a move. Oh, whoa.
Hilariously, so right where the lemon, first of all, I'm gonna make this like a tiny bit smaller. Right where the lemon hides some of the game screen is actually right where I have something on my monitor hiding, so we can all see just as much as it is at the same time. It's January 3rd. It's, if you were curious. Oh, fast tracking. Cool. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. No case too big or too small. No junk mail. I do want you guys to know that the little, like, toolbar, the little bar at the bottom of the screen, the little icon for this game is the silhouette of a bird. A la, like, how they have the pointing silhouette for Phoenix. They just have a silhouette of a bird. Very funny. A sign on the door. Okay. For centuries, the infamous conciergerie? Conciergerie? How did you pronounce this? How do we say this?
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways.
Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered.
What do you want?
Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Caroline de Meow. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Check out this crow. This Quark. Check out Quark. What are you waiting for? Keep up. Oh, look at this cat. Holy shit. Guys, check out this cat. Real quick for me, can you check out this cat? Check this cat.
My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he?
Dame Caroline de Meow, I presume.
You've arrived. The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson.
I fucked that line. It's okay.
Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson.
Sorry.
My papa told me he would only hire the best lawyers in town.
I'm flattered.
But they weren't available on such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory.
Oh.
You see, Falcon? I told you listing under aviary attorney would pay off.
Let's get down to business. Dame Caroline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief.
I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know?
What exactly happened on the night of the murder?
Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at the Chateau Crinière, the home of the great Baron Roiguel.
Hold on. Let's see if we can...
Rogueil.
Roguel.
Rogueil.
Roguel.
Orgueil.
Roguel. Sure. I just like fucking around here with the pronunciation.
Roguel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and then the Baron about business stuff.
Business stuff?
Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, and I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun.
Sorry, man. With a what took your... what?
Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture.
Wow. Technology is amazing.
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson.
Psh, let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it.
Camera has been added to our evidence folder.
Please continue, Dame Caroline.
So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur.
It must have been terrifying.
It wasn't so bad. My papa told me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask Monsieur Falcon?
Dame Caroline, who attended the banquet that evening?
Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roguel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Coulin, I think she was called. And of course there was Monsieur Grenouille, until, well, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio, de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while.
If anyone watching this at any point knows some French and is like, wow, you're absolutely butchering these names and these puns, I'm so sorry. But I don't have time. I don't feel like I have time or like the ability to figure out every pun and how it should be pronounced in French. So I'm simply choosing not to. Hope that helps.
I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening?
Suspicious?
Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon?
Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer.
You got me.
I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring.
Hey, congrats, Nate. Proud of you.
It was all very ordinary until the incident.
I see. Wait! Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was!
I maxed out, like, as I was waiting for stream to start. I currently have a max and an OMG. I don't think I'm gonna get any higher because that one depends on other people, but...
You and your damn stomach. Let me see.
Oh, that was her, wasn't it?
Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter.
Go on.
Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare.
Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me.
Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. This is a red herring. Yeah, if you, it doesn't seem to be, it doesn't seem to, like, I also was getting, it wasn't counting for me, it wasn't counting for me, Hannah, if I clicked quickly, but if you click a little bit slower, it was working for me, but you had to, like, pause. You couldn't just, like, you had to, like, no, it wasn't working like that. It was, you were getting the meow things, but it wasn't actually counting them all. It only counted, like, 1 every second. So I had to go a lot slower, which is fine. I ended up finishing it and getting that to max, but I couldn't just rapid click. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder.
Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach.
Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange we weren't given any cutlery.
No cutlery, even for the steak.
No, you would think the great baron of Chateau Crinier would have glorious silverware, but there was none to be seen.
That is a little particular.
Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon?
No, I think that will be all.
So what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have 2 tasks. We should enter Chateau Crinier,
I think that should be it. Crinier.
And try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Rabitio de Robinho. Fuck me. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you?
Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice.
That's good to hear.
You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being less of a... how to put it? Fil de peu. What does that mean? Son of a bitch.
Fil de pute.
Fil de pute. If serving justice makes me a fil de pute, I'll wear that title proudly.
Bah.
Dame Cataline, Monsieur Granouille, Baron Rogueuil, those names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though.
J.J. Falcon, the aviary attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Pertois de Meow, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pertois hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. Cataline, or Cataline, I don't know if we, what do we think that, what did Google think?
Caterline.
Caterline. Caterline. Okay. Caterline de Meow, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois de Meow. I can't roll my R's in that one for some reason. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Granouille, a froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinière, a colleague of Pertois and Rogueuil. Fuck me. This one's gonna be hard. This is gonna be a hard game.
Let's make a move.
Yeah, where is JJ when we need him? Oh, good. How to play la game.
Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. I was just procrastinating. Well, stop it. We need to get back to helping Dame Caterline. All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go to... Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinière. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows.
Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change.
You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Here's the thing. I want to give 10. I don't know what we have to buy. What's the vibe? Do you guys think we should give 1 or we should give 10? What's the energy in this space? Also, I have to watch the... Oh. Maybe this the music is going up and down in volume. Sorry if it gets very quiet. This question is not that big a deal. But, like, what if I need to buy something later? And I give away half my money now? Yeah, let's just do it. Maybe because, like, I'd feel bad then if we don't need to buy anything. So...
There you go. Stay safe, madam.
Oh, wow. Bless you, monsieurs. Bless you.
Oh. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Slight pause while I check something. I just gotta check something that I forgot about real quick. Boo, boo, boo. Sorry, I forgot about something, so I'm just making sure all is well. Alright. And then... Alright. Cool. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine blah 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 blah. I don't know. Whoa, look at this place. Van Rockwell must be loaded. I have to figure out how I'm gonna say that because I can't.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything on this side of the Seine.
Is he here right now?
Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron, we'd like a word.
How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Oh my god. Check out this guy. Whoa.
Did I hear my name? The great Baron Rogue...
Oh, okay, I got it. Hold on. I'm checking how to...
Orgueil. Orgueil.
Okay.
Orgueil.
How the fuck? How does French work? I mean, the name means pride without the R. It means pride.
Orgueil.
Orgueil. Orgueil. It's in such a weird part of the throat for me.
Great Baron Roguerail. Fuck. Property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? Not quite. I am private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Oh, Joseph, you know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning, asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson?
Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
Yeah, I love this art. It's so fun. Oh, good rip chrome, Hannah. And also welcome to Samaranth, to completely normal Ace Attorney.
A friend of yours.
Something like that.
So what might I do for you, messieurs?
I think I said monsieurs earlier. I think it's messieurs. I don't know French.
We're doing some research on Monsieur Granouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend, and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Hope you my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It's to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'm here to see you out when you are done with your investigations.
So where should we go first?
Select a room to investigate. Garden.
Dame Cataline said she found Monsieur Granouille by the stairs. On the stairs by the fountain. So this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon. Did this crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing.
Yeah, you know the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyzed every object in excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. Won't it be the first time the Parisian police have messed something right under their noses?
In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Another beautifully made horse structure.
Oh, another beautifully made horse structure?
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, eventually realized it was just filling up on hors d'oeuvres.
Ugh, terrible.
Great. Good joke, buddy.
A horse statue? This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one.
"What? No, the barkeep says you gotta stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable."
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Get it, Rain?
Baron Roqueal certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding.
A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? I fucked up the joke because I misread it.
No, I would not. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Madame? Monsieur Grandouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath? Who would do that? Who would do that? Who would scrawl a name in blood in their last breath? Tell me, guys. Folks, tell me. Who would do this? Who do you think would do this? I don't think anyone would. I don't think anyone would ever do this, and I think it would be silly to put it in a game, frankly. How foolish would it be to have one of your murder cases involve someone scrawling a name in blood in their last breath? That has never been a thing. No one does that. No one uses that as a plot device.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate the body was moved or that the frog was left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grandouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrow's son, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it?
Yep. I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You'll call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles?
Plant squiggles? It's called a wreath, Sparrow's son. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles.
Here I go. It's heads. Should've gone with the old Emperor, Falcon.
Ugh, fine, hold my shoes.
I don't know. They do, I think, have human hands, so... But they haven't implied anything about flight yet. We're gonna have to find out. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Maya? Ah, you're back. Have a good swim.
No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky. It smells weird.
Don't tell me you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Roqueal. Correct. That shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. We've also met, Sotian and Gambade.
Sotan.
Sutan, I guess. Gambade means frolic.
Gombad.
Gombad, a mother and her bouncy daughter who begged us for money outside Chateau Crinière. And Baron Roguel, the great lion of Chateau Crinière, a reputably ruthless businessman. 10 francs. Okay.
Is there anything else we need to do here? No. I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck. Whoa.
Whoa.
Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst. Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally just did something shifty.
Shifty.
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Ah, yes. Are you two policemen?
No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon.
And I'm Sparrow's son. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhat. Duho? Duha? Colleen?
Coulin.
Colleen?
Duo.
Dieu. Which means from the top. My name is Colleen
Duo.
Dieu. Colleen Dieu. So, what can I help you, messieurs, with today? I'm fucking up the French so bad, I'm sorry.
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine. Let me just grab a chair.
Oh.
That's better. What is it you wanted to ask?
We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location.
Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along the more obvious lines. The clock has no hands.
Well, that would be a problem for telling the time. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Roguel just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make note of it.
Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week.
We completely understand, mademoiselle. If anything comes to mind, please don't hesitate to let us know.
I'll keep it in mind. Was there something else you wanted to ask?
No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help.
It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the 3rd degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and, well, never mind, I'm rambling.
It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps.
Ah, you know about that.
So wait, she stole the silverware and stole enough of it that they just didn't have silverware, so these people just don't use silverware anymore?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least.
Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust after I stole literally all of his silverware.
I see.
So where to next, Big Bird?
Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
Yes, steal his spoons, girl. Steal the rich guy's spoons. Do it. Do it for me.
We had a good look. Thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please ask away. I have nothing to hide. Baron Rogwell, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble? No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you, messieurs, with?
Messieurs, I'm not gonna snitch.
I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could just wing it.
Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
A new dawn. It's a new day.
So, this is the study of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait, there's a note on the door. Ahem. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse seems fit. What does that even mean?
I think it means he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What should we do now?
We should knock anyway.
Alright, I don't see the harm. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon.
Hey, chat. Do we break into this guy's house? Do we break in? Do we see what happens if we break in? I kind of want to break in. Not gonna lie to you. Let's do it. Let's commit some crimes.
We should break in.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe.
Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
I read that wrong. Hold on. I want to see. Do I have access to JJ's username right now? Shit. I'm on the same team as JJ. Okay, wait. Is another team got the our servers like, damn it, it's not right either. If you might be able to no, it's not Edgeworth either. You might be able to, Hannah. Our server April Fool's joke was that we could we've been doing PvP. No, you can't? Oh my god, is Maya at the top right now? Maya's at the top right now. I don't know if Grace is gonna change it again. Damn it. JJ's at the top of the ladder. JJ is safe. Anyway, we've been doing PvP with nicknames all day. It's been chaos. I've been tagged in something. I will respond to this later because it's not relevant. I mean, it's relevant to me, but I got time.
I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would read this. You're right, but I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down.
Love these birds.
Wait, just like that. Shouldn't we discuss it first? Violence! Yes!
They should let me do this in Ace Attorney. They should let me do this in Ace Attorney. They should let me break through windows and break into houses with, like, extreme violence. They should let me smash people's windows in Ace Attorney when investigating.
What in bird Jesus' name was that?
You said you wanted to break in.
I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very...
I like this piece, but it's a little bit louder, so I'm gonna have to watch to make sure it doesn't get too loud.
Swanky?
I was going to say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk for swanky.
We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is.
I could taste test it.
I love Sparrowson.
You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not.
But like we could.
I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps.
Or perhaps an Ace Attorney reference.
If... What did I tell you?
What did I tell you? Sorry. Ace Attorney reference fucking spotted. Fucking got one. It looks more like a stepladder to me.
No. We're not getting into that old argument.
This argument is older than... This is 1848, I think? So it's older than Ryu, that's for sure. That's incredible. Love it.
A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside.
You know, I once had an uncle who fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die?
No, he got demoted.
Ugh, terrible. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways,
It's a black smudge falcon.
this is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering? Rifling through a person's belongings? What is funny? It's cool we're lawyers or a little illegal. What do we think is funnier here? Because both are kind of very good. A little.
Well, it's illegal, yes, but we're trying to solve a murder case, so it's forgivable.
Oh, so you're saying a small act of evil is justifiable if it results in the greater good?
Don't put words in my beak.
So you're saying the ends justify the means?
This is a picture of a fence.
It's a fancy photograph.
It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. Okay, let's see.
A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day.
A chandelier. You should get one of those for the office.
What? Why are you saying no? Did I miss something? Oh, the ends justify the means. Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury.
Hey, Falcon, look.
What? It's just an easel.
No, look at what's on the easel.
Oh, wow. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Catiline, and I think that's Signor Pertois, Catiline's father.
So what shall we do? Do we just take this?
No, that would be a big mistake. Every half-competent lawyer knows that stolen property can't be used as evidence. Still, we've learned some valuable information by seeing this photograph in person.
Suppose so. Is there anything else we need to do here?
Cool. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves.
Sounds good to me.
Bam.
Uh-oh. Woo, congrats, Hannah!
Oh mon dieu, what happened to my door?
Should we lie? Here's the thing about video games. Sometimes when you choose an answer, it doesn't do what you want it to do, you know? So I'm like, we could lie lightly, but like, is it going to lie lightly or lie ridiculously? Let's...
Some kids did, little weasel types. We saw them.
Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like,
We chased them off. That's the important thing.
well, thank you, I suppose.
Let's make a move. Trial day is fast approaching.
right, let's go.
Cool. A new day. Palace de Justice. The highest court in the land, I think. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
That bad, huh?
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do?
No, we've got a handle of things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Are we? Are we ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Oh my god.
All right. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Rappington, present. The ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn. That's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? Ha, I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No, he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored second lowest marks in the class, then who'd scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to self, not to. Oh. I choose to my God. I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Other jury, all present.
Oh, there's a jury. How wild.
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
No, those 2 birds with a funny hat, or the assieurs, the associate judges. Everything seems to be in order, so let's begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Caroline de Meow. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stands. Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand. Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
Holy shit, check out this guy.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred, and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Monsieur, Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Juste Volteri.
Volteri?
Juste Volerti.
This is a Twilight.
I'm a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague the city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on this case? That's correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed on your arrival? Absolutely. Just after 7:30. Oh. We were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Roguel. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline de Moi. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grandouille with his blood on her paws.
French is so hard.
Oh, well, that sounds like a open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws. Nobody told me about detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for more information. As the right questions bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like they're having their time wasted. That's not good. If they actually do penalize you for that, because I press everything. If you've ever watched me and Ronnie play AA4, I literally press everything. Or if you watched me play Versus, everything. Select a statement question. Oh, okay.
Inspector, you say Dame Caroline had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector? Enough for it to be clear she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood on the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
Oh, bloody steak, bloody steak.
Her mouth, how vile. The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Do you have another question about the blood on Dame's Patterson's paws?
Yes.
Whose blood was it? Ha, what a question.
I need like a different voice because like they're all sounding too same. I don't have that many low voices, so
gotta switch it up. Ha, what a question. It was Monsieur Grandouille's, of course. How could you be so sure? I eject. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Caroline's paws could have only belonged to one person. Monsieur Grandouille. Judge Falcon's clearly trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecution might have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grandouille? I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Caroline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Caroline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did it come from? On the evening of the murder, Dame Caroline ate a bloody rare steak. Is that true, Monsieur Rabbington?
Rabbington.
Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the, menu. Then Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well. Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It's a possibility.
No. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury.
So, Inspector Volerty, is it possible you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catherline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She would have was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper, civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that's a good question. Or at least it would be at an ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catherline to eat with her paws. Dame Catherline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had previously been stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogwell house residence when we were performing the initial investigation, but as it happened, Baron Rogwell approached us about this very subject last night.
Ah.
Innocent, perhaps. What a twist.
You gained a little favor with the jury.
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware. Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation. Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
These voices are changing rapidly, and we're gonna have to live with it.
Then it is amazing that this Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oh dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Please, perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Oof, ouch, yikes, ouch.
Fine, so be it, messieurs, until next time.
I'm flubbing lines left and right. I'm so sorry.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, Monsieur Rapetio Rubinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder. Monsieur Rapetio Rubinio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if anyone in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Fabrizio Rubinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures. I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es une pipe. Sure. You may have seen my work in hit magazines. Le Branche or C'est Chouette? I can send you tweets if you'd like.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already.
Yes. Your words are very, impressive, Monsieur Rubinio. But let's get down to business.
Getting a lot of and Larry combo from this. I get what you mean.
Could you tell us your activities on the night of the murder?
Very well. I was hired by Baron Rogwell to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. I then billed Baron Rogwell and left.
Like a true artist.
But, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Rogwell, the lion who hosted the event.
Oh, this is different than the one we saw. The one we saw, didn't it have the kitty?
On the left, we see Seigneur Pertois, Meow, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline, and finally we see the housemaid, Kulan Dua, who I suspect may have snuck in the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grandouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Moi. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photograph's subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Volerti told us earlier,
I keep trying to say Volturi. It's never going to be Volturi. It's not going to be Volturi.
that was the exact time the murder took place. You see, Falcon, every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, same Dame Cataline herself.
Hell yeah, Hannah.
Falcon, something's fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Robinio's photograph.
That's true, but I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that Monsieur Robinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed. It's a waste of time, if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinio, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies, except for the fact that this one does. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, Monsieur. The camera is a perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific? Certainly. The clock in this photograph, there's something not right about it. Well, is that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with this clock in the picture.
Fuck that line.
The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
Sorry. I'm trying so hard not to crack my knuckles so much on stream. But, like, if I don't crack them, like, they feel like they're getting locked up. So I have to sometimes. Ah!
That much is self-evident. Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of the Chateau Crinière has no hands. It has no hands. The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogwell or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinio, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know.
Oh, wrong voice.
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. But maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error precisely where the clock's hand should be. Please, Monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinio, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that this user specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph suspects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created the perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinio coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinio. Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Granvois? What? No. I have no idea who killed that frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered. By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise you to answer to the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws. More than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall say no names.
His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. Holy shit! Guys, someone's getting charged with perjury. What the fuck? I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Yeah, perjury is real, and guys, have you heard? France has perjury. So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Catterline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Hold on, let me see what I've got. Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabbington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Catterline was painted out. Even worse, it's possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pertois de Miao, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Pertois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rockwell deliberately tried to frame Dame Catterline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Monsieur Rabbington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. That's crazy. JJ Falcon said, that's not my fucking job. That's not my job. He said, that's simply not my job. And that's crazy to me. He said, I don't need to figure that shit out. However, may I should offer my opinion? But Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet. So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. Yeah, I'm starting to think this maybe is an Ace Attorney. That's crazy. This might not be Ace Attorney, guys. Incompetence? Indeed. Let's proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. I trust the defense has no objections. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, and before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Okay. There in Rockwell, on the night of the The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grandouet left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him a moment later. Signor Puatois, Monsieur Robinio, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grandouet and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here. I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Gaston? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let's establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roguel, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Fuck. My housemaid discovered the pair after...
Baron Broadwell, I would like to ask about the dinner you served that evening. Very well, ask away.
I'm like, is the red, like, because they named it red herring, I'm like, is it actually a red herring, or?
Earlier today we established that silverware was stolen from your residence prior to the banquet. Indeed, I'm aware of who the culprit is, but I've decided not to press charges. I'm curious then why you, It is curious then that you decided to serve steak. It isn't what one would describe as finger food after all.
I don't know about that, Falcon. With the right attitude, all food can be finger food.
There's nothing curious about it. Signor Pertois and Dame Cataline are vocal lovers of rare steak. I was merely suiting their needs.
Besides, what other choice did the Baron have, Falcon? Serve vegetable broth like a common peasant?
Do be quiet, prosecutor. You sound ridiculous.
Sorry, Baron. Do you have another question about the dinner?
Now, about this red herring. Yes, what about it? I'm not sure, but I feel it is of vital importance to the case.
Falcon, I just want to clarify this. Are you saying that you wish to pursue the red herring?
Yeah.
Yes, I wish to closely examine and question the piece of evidence that is overtly labeled as a red herring. This is the type of bird that I am. I see a trial that clearly veers away from my goal, but I follow it anyway. Perhaps the path leads to better things. Perhaps it leads to failure. What matters is that my curiosity is satisfied.
You're a strange bird, Falcon. The jury are confused by your rambling, but they appreciate your honesty. You don't gain or lose any favor with them.
Can we please return to the case at hand?
Baron Rodwell, I have some questions about Monsieur Grandouet. Or Grandouet. God rest his soul. What was your relation to Monsieur Grandouet prior to his demise? We were business partners. Monsieur Grandouet, Signor Pertois de Moi, and myself all owned a third share in an up-and-coming railway company. Please excuse the crassness of this question, but that means that you and Signor Pertois would now own half the company each, correct? Correct. I suppose there's a slight glimmer of benefit that arose from this foul situation, but monsieur, you must understand that Monsieur Grandouet and I were friends just as much as we were business associates. I mourn the man's passing. Of course. Why did Monsieur Grandouet leave to visit the garden? I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear.
Yeah, well, you served a frog steak. So, like, I don't know if frogs are supposed to eat raw steak.
Oh, I see. But that is quite coincidental timing, isn't it? How so? Well, Monsieur Grandouet felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived, and just before the murder occurred. One might draw a link between the food. than the sickness.
Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that, Monsieur Granouille's food was poisoned in some way?
No. There's nothing to indicate poisoning. I just found the timing somewhat puzzling. There's nothing puzzling about it. Monsieur Granouille always had a soft stomach. It's really no surprise that he couldn't keep down a good rare steak. I have no further questions regarding Monsieur Granouille. We saw the murder scene in your garden for ourselves. Baron Rockwell, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, you say? Vintage? Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. This was found in your garden. Oh, the music stopped. Just like Ace Attorney. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin, right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt that could belong to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, because I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaids cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden. There are a number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That you, Baron Rogwell, I don't know. Whatever. Deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what would those illicit activities be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rogwell, murdered Monsieur Granouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen.
This is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Rabington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rogwell as the prime suspect. You want the means. The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet for a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then, he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something, object! Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence. his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Pertois de Moi, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is outrageous. Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there is only one outrage here. That is that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're the bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, garçon? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp. I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog.
Could someone please restrain the Baron? Am I, Your Honor? Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you.
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself.
Well, this is quite the turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? At all? Got anything to say, Rabbit? In a manner of speaking, well, to be honest, no. And I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient with us in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrow, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's not possible. I'm getting a text message. This isn't relevant to anything for me. But cool. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done... What? Oh. I was like, what did I pay for? Something from a while ago. Okay, that's not important. Sorry, I was just like, what? I wanted to make sure that I didn't, get hacked or something, have my credit card information stolen. No, I know what that is. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Moi, to be not guilty. Hot milk, you guys. Woo! Oh! It's even, pretty much the same font. That's so funny.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Pasperoson, you did it.
Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. Oh, bye, girl. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do we not get to talk to her? You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
It was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrow said, and I just worked out on veiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right, I'll spell it out for you. I murdered Monsieur Granouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business?
Honestly, girl boss.
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rugwell's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
Well, I mean, I don't know how French law works, but in the United States, once you get acquitted of something, I'm pretty sure you cannot get, you can't go to trial for the same crime. So, since she got convicted of his murder, they cannot put her on trial for the same murder again. So it doesn't really matter that she confesses to him, I think. They might be able to get her on something else, but I don't know. But also, this is 1848. Having read a book on the French, a specific case in the French justice system in this time period, and also having read Les Mis, but that's like earlier. That's earlier. The French justice system has also not been awesome. So maybe these birds are a little more true to life than we think.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Granouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinio to paint me over Baron Rugwell to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie little kitty like me. I think you should leave. Huh, fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrowson.
How are we feeling, birds?
Falcon? What do we do now? How much?
She only paid us 40 francs? We got 40 francs? That's it? We gave 10 to some random person. Wait. No, I don't want the US fucking dollar. Okay, in 1800... I'm on, like, the fucking historic... I'm, like, looking for the historical... Man, this is complicated. I don't actually think I can figure this out. I'm gonna go on the off chance and say 30 francs for... 30? 40 francs for getting someone off murder charges, probably not enough. Probably not. That's going to be my wild guess. For a rich guy, probably not enough.
Falcon?
End of Act 1. Your game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Yes. I don't know how much we're going to play. I actually don't know how long this game is. January 7th, 1884. I don't know how long this game is, but I'd love to play. The Palais de Louvre.
Let us be reasonable, senors. I'm sure this is a simple misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Up! A rose. Act 2, A Fox Among Wolves. Woo!
I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday, and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start. But the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Dois. Down here?
Oh, there you are. It's Sparrowson, right?
That's right.
I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who put up the best facade.
Yeah. I suppose so.
Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night.
Oh, you've seen him?
Yes, he was brooding in the corner of Le Canard Joyeux, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest.
How do you say that? It's called the Happy Duck.
Le canard joyeux.
Le Canard Joyeux.
Le Canard Joyeux? That's this dingy student bar on Rue Jean, right?
It's not dingy, just a little rustic.
In any case, that's an enormous help. Thanks, mademoiselle.
Anytime, Sparrowson.
Sparrowson steps through the doors of Le Canard Joyeux, the dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco.
Well, ruffle my feathers, if it isn't little Sparrow's hun. I haven't seen you in years. How you doing, hun? Feeling pretty good, Madame Quenelle. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon. Falcon. Yep, that sorry lump has been here all weekend. He's just moaning and muttering himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madame Quenelle. It's no problem, hun. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs. No sign of him. Mon Dieu! I almost stepped on the big fellow. Falcon? What are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Wow, that bird's completely out cold. He must have drunk this place dry. Let's see. How do you wake a drunk person? Well, guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey. Whoop. Ah, good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon?
Yeah.
Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the aviary office so we can get some work done.
I don't understand it, Sparrowson.
Huh?
I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. And yet, a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice?
I don't know, Falcon. Sometimes the system just doesn't work, I guess.
It should work.
Yeah, it probably should. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers, but what I do have is freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. I don't know how to say that word.
Croissants.
Yep. They're waiting for you back at the aviary.
I'm sitting here moping about justice, and you offer me croissants.
Well, it's not just croissants. I got some pain au chocolat too. Okay, I have to be honest with you guys. I don't actually know how to say like a lot of pastries, particularly a lot of French pastries. And the very specific reason for that is I am allergic to nuts and peanuts, and that means that I very, very, very rarely am actually able to eat in a bakery. I really shouldn't. And actually, like last week when I ate something in a bakery, I had an allergic reaction, and I don't know what it was. So like I actually have no idea how to say a ton of pastries because like I don't go eat them, but also like I try not to like learn about them too much because it makes me sad that like if I want a pastry, I have to make it myself most of the time. And a lot of bakeries that do allergy-free stuff do it in combination, so they don't just do like stuff that's nut-free. They do like nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, like some kind of combination of those. Usually it's all three, and it's just like not the same. You don't really make the same pastries when you're not using gluten or dairy. So yeah, I have no idea how the fuck to say anything. Hannah, I was actually going to also add that he's also having this was actually part of it is the time period. This was reminding me, this particular section was reminding me a lot of DGS, actually. This was reminding me a lot of DGS. It's making me think about playing DGS, not gonna lie. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, you're not wrong, but I think that Edgeworth's everyone gave me forged evidence and I presented it and condemned innocent persons, maybe, and also, like, his ruthlessness to just condemn people arc in the games, plus Phoenix's my defendant was a murderer arc. I think that those it goes like those and then into I don't remember where Ghost Trick is. It's like from there. Is it Ghost Trick and then Apollo? I don't know. It's those, Apollo, and then it's Versus, and then you get to DGS, and it's really interesting to see, like, the way that Shu Takumi, like, has kind of changed how he looks, how he handles, like, the justice system in his games, as well as, like, the death penalty specifically. It's been really interesting. And, like, the idea of, like, putting someone on like, defending someone who is actually guilty, like, how that has shown up in them. Because, like, that's not really a thing. And then in the first game, like, Miles has put people on, like, Miles has his own thing, but Phoenix, you aren't playing. But then, like, you get the murderer who you're defending. You know what I mean. We've had this conversation before. We've had discussions. We've had discussions.
Pain au chocolat.
Okay.
I could go for pain au chocolat.
Fantastic. Then let's make a move.
All right, I admit it. These croissants are amazing.
I'd kill for a croissant, but I really shouldn't.
I mean, I also can't. because I don't have a car tomorrow. I told you. Pierre's.
Boulangerie.
Pierre's Boulangerie on Rue Verde. Rue de Verde? Where did I come up with that? Is something else. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pain au chocolat in America?
They don't call them pain au chocolat.
No. Pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language.
So what do they call them?
Chocolate croissants. Hello?
Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles?
Oh, I think those are still profiteroles, but rather than custard, they filled them with ice cream and smothered them in melted chocolate. What?
Simply outstanding.
Do I not know what these are? Fill them with ice cream and melted chocolate? I am seeing this. I am seeing a lot of recipes for choux sandwiches stuffed with ice cream and drizzled with chocolate. I've just like never had these before. Once again, because I would have to make this myself. I don't think choux pastry is that hard. Maybe I should make this.
Simply outstanding.
Nate, can you get me snacks? Actually, do you guys care if I pause and get a cookie? You guys don't really get a choice. I'm gonna go get a cookie. Be right back. Hello, I return with a cookie. We made crumble cookie duplicates because I can't eat crumble cookies for Easter. And they are carrot cake, and they're very pretty with cream cheese frosting, and they're pretty good. And yeah, we looked up a choux pastry recipe last time we watched the Great British Bake Off, and honestly, it didn't look that bad. You gotta start somewhere. And where the fuck am I gonna get choux pastry otherwise, so.
Is this the aviary attorney? Can I speak to someone, please?
Well, what do they call crepes?
Excuse me!
Did you just hear something, Sparrowson?
Down here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you, little one?
The funny thing about this is this mouse is mouse-sized for, like, humans. But these are birds. So. One of the interesting things to always remember when you make carrot cake stuff is that there is a chemical reaction that happens with some of the carrots, and I think maybe the baking soda or maybe the baking powder. It might be I think it's the baking soda though, that turns them green. So you'll just have green spots in it, and it's like a mental thing where you have to be like, this is supposed to be green. My cake or cookie is supposed to have green in it. You wouldn't think it is, but it does. Like, it is supposed to be green. What can I do for you, little one?
Oh gosh, where to start? Your name, perhaps? Mousy. My name is Mousy.
And what can you do for you, Monsieur Mousy? Fuck that up.
I have this friend, and he has fallen under some legal turbulence.
Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested?
Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
That's quite a problem.
I know. Oh, but I forgot to mention, he's the Prince of Spain.
I'm gonna send this to my brother's fiance real quick. One sec. Gotta text Rebecca. Gotta send her a picture of this. For clarification, she is her parents are Spanish. She has dual citizenship in Spain, which is why I'm sending this and not just randomly sending this to my brother's fiance. I give no contact. The Prince of Spain. And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start?
I forgot.
I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more...
Not terribleness?
Expertise.
Oh, the prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said your reputation as a lawyer was renowned.
Really? The prince said that.
This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain.
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
Look, Falcon, I know you're still upset about Dame Catterline's trial, but more moping isn't going to help. The best thing you could do right now would be to occupy yourself with some meaningful work. This case will scratch that itch perfectly.
Meh.
I'm not going to hear it. Grab your things. We're doing this case if I have to drag you by the sleeve.
Alright. No need to bird handle me.
No more dilly-dallying. Let's go. Good luck to you, messieurs. You aren't coming with us, Mousy? I have, other matters to attend to.
Yeah, suspicious and weird.
But Prince Juan is being held in the...
Fuck. I gotta leave this open.
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie. I'm sure he will fill in all the details.
Right, let's make a move then.
Good day, monsieur.
Oh, it's you two again. Hey, nice work on Lady Kitten's trial. Baron Rookwell's pacing around the cell right now, ranting about wringing your neck.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's super mad, but hey, criminal's a criminal, right? If the lion didn't want a death sentence, he probably shouldn't have killed a guy. Oh, you're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious. We're actually here to see Prince Juan Cuerdo, heir to the throne of Spain. The mousy fox, huh? The guy's driving me nuts with his señores and his flamboyant attitude.
What does flamboyant mean in this case?
I say the sooner he hangs, the better.
Are they allowed to do that? I guess I don't know anything about the politics of the mid-1800s in France. But typically if someone is not from that country and they commit a crime, like if you're from a different country and you commit a crime in the United States, I think technically things get complicated on what happens. I also don't know if France just wants to be killing random Spanish princes. Like, yes, he's a murderer, but like, maybe you convict him of murder and then send him home for a punishment or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like the politics of like executing a foreign prince are very messy. especially in the mid 1800s. That feels very messy. He should, if he did kill someone, he should face consequences, but like, literally, this could fuel a war. Wars were started by far less than murdering a prince.
Well, come on then, while we're young.
The Prince of Spain, I presume. Jesus Christ. Hello. Sorry, that was really funny.
Indeed, I'm Juan Quierdo, heir to the throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon.
I actually think I know this piece.
Well, I wouldn't say legendary.
I wouldn't even say notable.
Thanks, Sparrowson.
Such humility. I would expect nothing less from renowned individuals such as yourselves. But let us get down to business. I trust that my compañero Mousy can explain the situation.
Maybe I don't know this. Sorry, I'm listening to the music. I don't know.
He told us that you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation because he literally only told us that you were accused of murder. Ah, of course. What is it that you wanted to know?
Literally anything. Literally anything.
I literally found you face first on the floor of the bar this morning.
To be honest, Prince Juan, I'm a little confused as to how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through the your activities on the day of the murder? Of course. Let me see where to begin. It was the cold and misty morning of the 6th of January. I had heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais du Louvre, and I wished to meet the man himself. So after a brief stroll and picnic in the Tuileries garden, I entered the palace. Fuck. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's Grand Gallery. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king.
No way he killed the king. It was just some random person who, like, pricked their thumb, right?
A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue that I gave to a king.
How romantic.
Oh my god. Whoa.
But before the king could take it,
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way the king is dead. That would have been the first thing we heard.
a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howell. Ouch, cried out Major Howell. I have pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the major slumped to the floor. His face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died. He died straight away after being pricked. Straight away, senor. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast. Nor do I, Senor Falcon. But clearly the police felt the poison upon that poison upon the rose's thorns was the only logical explanation. And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself?
Oh my god. Grace shuffled the hierarchies again. Can we change JJ? Hey, Hannah. Hannah, do you want to see if you can change JJ to JJ, Attorney JJ Falcon? If not, I can change teams and do it. But I want to change JJ. No context.
So where did this rose come from? I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les Halles Markets. A girl by the name of Catherine Marie
Swan. Scene.
But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senor Falcon. Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry.
Poisoned rose has been added to your evidence folder.
Did you want to ask something else, Senor Falcon? Why did you come to Paris, Prince Juan?
I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you are familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing. It's chaos, and the people are suffering. So I thought if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I can strengthen my family's name. With the Kyoto dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation. Well, guess that plan's out the window.
Sparrowson, don't be rude.
No, he's right. I failed terribly.
Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust has settled, you will have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission.
Thank you, Senor Falcon.
I'm sure you will do your best.
Is it Philippe or Philip? I can't hear this with how loud this is. Philippa?
Philippe le Jeune.
Philippe, yeah, okay. The first one was just... You're still at the bottom? That's so funny. Here, let me see if I can do it. One sec, as we fuck around in our server to mess with our friend. I have to pay more stuff. Let me just find JJ now. Got it. And changed it. Perfect. And JJ is probably asleep right now, so JJ isn't even gonna see that until morning. Yo! Do you guys want to see some, see an image I just got? An image I just got from, a merch image? Would you like to see a merch image I just got? Came out shockingly good. I'm really excited immediately. Here. It's gonna come in real big as always. Huge, 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 huge. Hell yeah. So that's the front and the back. So it's on, this is one, the Apollo's on one side and the Trucy's on the other. And they look really good. I don't know how they look in person. Hypothetically, it's reflective, so when you kind of, it'll be like a bike reflector almost, hypothetically, but these look really good. I'm excited about this. Ooh. Woohoo! These look gorgeous. Thank you so much. I think I only got 10 of these because it was a trial run of this. So I'm almost definitely gonna buy more. They're kind of expensive, but I want more than 10. Alright, I'm gonna remove that and I'll send it to people later to show off. Alright, cool.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
What were you reading?
What were you reading before we were so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book. It's a Spanish classic. Don Quixote of La Mancha. Do you know it?
Readings for squares. I mean, I've read parts of it, but I haven't read all of it, and I don't think this guy's read all of it.
Oh, I've heard about it. I've heard of it. It's about the knight who jousts windmills, right? That's one part of the story, yes. The hero is a virtuous but elderly knight by the name of Don Quixote. In the chapter you mentioned, he takes up arms against an army of giants who are terrorizing a town. Quixote's partner, Sancho, warns him that the giants are just windmills, and their flailing arms are just sails twirling in the wind. But Quixote doesn't listen. He takes up his lance, gets on his horse, and charges anyway.
Sounds more like dumb Quixote, am I right, Falcon? I'm gonna screenshot this. Sounds more like Don Quixote. I have to send that to I'll send that to to the sibling group chat because it's very funny.
Perhaps he is dumb, Senor Sparrowson, but many of us spend our whole lives jousting imaginary giants.
Speak for yourself, Juan. I've never been jousting, let alone seen a giant.
I think we're getting off track here.
Indeed. I tell you what, Senor Falcon, I'll lend you my copy of this book. Maybe I'll have time to give it a read at some point.
Isn't Don Quixote really long? Yeah. Miguel de Cervantes' Don Quixote is one of those books that everyone has heard of but almost nobody has read. Of course, it is more than 1,000 pages long, not to mention being very old. It's long. It's like Les Mis length. And I already read Les Mis. I actually would love to read Don Quixote. I think it's actually maybe slightly shorter than Les Mis. But it's long. I don't know when this guy thinks this lawyer is reading his book.
Maybe I will. Thank you.
El Ignacio Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. If I fuck up the Spanish more, we should all be embarrassed. No, I'm not good at it, but I am better at it than French, so we should all be embarrassed if I'm really bad at the Spanish.
Was there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that's everything, thank you.
What's the plan, Big Bird?
Well, we have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime, the Palais de Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. Now we should interview the flower girl Les Halles Market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose.
2 tasks spread over for 6 days? Wait, 2 tasks spread over for 6 days. This almost sounds too easy.
Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores.
Wait a minute, Falcon.
What is it?
Did something seem off about Prince Juan to you?
I mean, my instinct says no, but there's probably something off about him based on how the first case went. But at the same time, these characters are, like, despite being animals, so much more, like, not weird than, like, Ace Attorney characters that... Sorry, I just noticed that my frame is off. Loser behavior. That, like, I'm like, well, like, he wasn't that weird, you know? Like, other Ace Attorney people sound off. He's, like, not that weird. Right? Like, all things considered, he seemed pretty normal. Compared to some of the fucking dudes I've run into in these kind of games. I guess he's character.
He seemed colorful to me, throwing roses and spouting about literature. Juan's one suave Spaniard.
Like, just talking about a book that he's reading, that's me every day. Someone will be like, hey, Taya, what are you reading? And I'm like, do you have 8 hours? It'll be a 3-hour book. And I'm like, do you have 8 hours? Spouting about literature, that's just me on a daily basis. Oh, shit. I have to check when Siobhan's birthday is. I almost forgot that she's gonna have a birthday coming up. I have to say something. I'm so bad at birthdays. If I ever forget one of your birthdays, it's nothing against you. I am just truly so fucking bad at birthdays. So bad at birthdays. So bad at them. It's really embarrassing. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a friend who once at the time we hadn't been talking a lot, but we were still talking occasionally, and I forgot her birthday, and I felt really bad, but then I forgot it 2 years in a row, and that was really bad. And, like, we weren't really super close at that point. We didn't talk much at all, but it was really bad. It was really bad. So... that's so valid, Nate. The thing is, I have a list of some birthdays in my personal Discord server, but, I forget to check it all the time. The only reason I remember Haley and Nella's birthdays
consistently is because they're like right after Christmas, and it's like Nella's birthday, Haley's. It's like Christmas 2 days, Nella's birthday, Haley's birthday 2 days, New Year's. So it's right on top of each other, so it's a little bit easier to just be like, woo. And then I have like Sarah's birthday is like the day before Percy's my brother's birthday and my best friend in middle school's birthday were the day before Percy Jackson's birthday. Sarah's birthday, I'm pretty sure, is on Percy Jackson's birthday. And then my friend Maya's birthday is a week before Cole and Sarah's. So that's like another one that are lumped together. If anyone has a birthday that is outside my immediate family and it's not right in the last week of the year or 1 week to 10 days around Percy Jackson's birthday, it's not going to be remembered. I don't know what to tell you. You have 2 times of years that I will remember your birthday. August, end of December. And then probably I will still forget it. Like, probably will still forget it. And I feel very bad about it. Maybe I misread him.
Well, look, if this is bothering you, then we could always ask around. Maybe someone in the big city knows Juan's dirty secret. If he actually has anything to hide, that is.
The wrong age. Help.
Yeah, let's dig up the dirt. Let's be nosy.
But we've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson.
No, being nosy is part of the game. That's part of the research.
I'm finishing my cookie. Falcon and Sparrowson made their way to the Place du Carrousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery.
That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it.
That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road.
What? No way. Why are there 2?
Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases.
Well, well, well. I never expected to see you here, JJ.
That arrogant voice. Good day, Severin.
Saverin. That's probably Saverin. Let me check. This got some intense music.
Saverin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine. Saverin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Saverin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! This translates to cock-a-doodle-doo. Cucurico.
Oh, are you 2 old school friends or something?
More like arch rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch rivals implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we met in court on 5 occasions. On 5 occasions, did you get humiliated terribly? I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you is still able to get clients. Actually, Saverin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I am currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less.
The Prince of Spain.
Juan Quierto. Well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct. I am the prosecutor for this very same case.
You having a good time, Hannah?
That is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Saverin.
One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Don't quote Voltaire at me, you cock. This isn't a spacebar game. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort.
Duh. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is I'm rubber and you're glue? We gotta do that one. What the fuck is this? Yeah, well, I'm rubber and you're glue. What bounces off you? Wait. I've never heard that, Nate. I've never heard that before.
Oh dear. You're the same bumbling fool you've always been, Falcon.
But enough talk. If your messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. Yeah, I've never heard this one. Ugh, can't stand that guy.
He did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said? You know, that he trounced you in court 5 times?
Can't deny it. Savron has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me.
But this time will be different, right?
I hope so.
I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket while he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes.
Here's the thing, Nate. So, this game is taking a lot of cues from Ace Attorney. And Ace Attorney is not only based off the Japanese legal system, which is, I don't know a lot about it, but our friend who knows more about it has said it's a lot more similar to the game. And in that one, there's surprise witnesses all the time, to the point where, like, you don't actually really know who most of them are going in. Well, you can take guesses based on who you talk to, but, like, you were always like, why is this person here? And, like, you just kind of present evidence whenever. You can have secret surprise evidence. You can do things. So yes. Yes, in this game you would be able. I would not be surprised if you had surprise witnesses. You can do whatever the fuck. Sparrows, and that's not illegal. I mean, it's technically pickpocketing, but who gives a shit? Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time.
You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds that you don't even notice us small folk running around at your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket. Cucurico?
Cocorico.
Yeah, like do. Dude. Yeah. Pinching Cucurico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby.
Let's take a closer look. 1 second, let me finish my cookie. Ah! I have, for some reason, confidence that I wouldn't immediately have to say something. Which is so silly. I see. This map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from the Tuileries to the Rue de Louvre. Most convenient. Didn't even feel like Googling that one. We're currently standing here, in the Place du Carrousel? Sure, whatever. And those pendant arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went here through the Salle du Tibre, then here to the Grand Gallery where the murder occurred.
Didn't Prince Juan say he spent the morning in the... Fucking okay.
Tuileries.
Gardens?
I needed that. I accidentally closed it. No, come back. Thank you.
That's right. So that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here.
Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first?
So this is the Salle
du Tibre.
Salle du Tibre. If I understand Cucuriku's notes correctly, this is the room where the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. The room doesn't seem very popular. I'll send him around to interrogate.
Interview.
Right, interview.
Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping.
What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery, where the murder took place.
Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-toothed comb. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Volerty didn't even think to check this room for clues.
There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks.
Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of stand or podium. Maybe it's just a decorative piece.
It's a Roman doorstep. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorsteps had to be similarly large in order to stay in place.
I don't think that's right.
My uncle's a Roman historian. Trust me.
A shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water, or for cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time.
It smells good.
Don't sniff the exhibits, Sparrowson.
No, really. This urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey.
You poor thing. You're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office? I just realized. Do you think that Sparrowson being really, like, the first time he was really into, like, the foods that were at the diner, and then he brought pastries, and now he's thinking about food. Is this also supposed to be, a reference to Maya? Because they kind of lean into the Maya and food jokes? It might not be. It might not be. Not everything has to be a fucking Ace Attorney reference. Obviously, not everything has to be an Ace Attorney reference, but this seems like it could be.
Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it.
Like, they clearly played Ace Attorney, right? Like, that's the thing. That's, like, the whole thing is, like, it's Ace Attorney but birds. So I'm like, this seems like something that could have just been, like, a fun little Maya reference. Now you're touching the exhibit. That's definitely a no-no.
See, look what I found in the urn.
Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish.
No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark, 70, perhaps 80% cocoa, Belgian in origin. The level of wrapper crumbling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate that this was discarded just a few days ago.
Yeah, they had to know Ace Attorney for some of these jokes.
Yes, I am certain. The chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder.
Mon Dieu, Sparrowson, you deduced all that from smelling the wrapper.
Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it.
That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside food, you would be the world's greatest detective.
If only all evidence were edible.
So do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it.
No, there's no possible way we could know that. Suppose we'll just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore.
Interesting, because I see Lander Hagelslacks Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper.
Well, you can't blame a bird for trying.
Great. Okay, just these two. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates. I think this is going to be the last room because I have to submit a piece before midnight. Well, not before midnight, before I go to bed, but I think this is going to be the last room so we don't get caught up in the investigating. Engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they're worth? I don't know. 300 francs a piece, at least.
What? Are you serious?
I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. I'm going to screenshot this, and I don't know what we're using this for, but we're using this for something. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. We will find a fucking way.
Who said anything about archaeology?
I'm gonna become a museum robber. Perfect continuation. Oh, well that's one way to get rich quick. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet.
Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact gifted to the Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up.
Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia.
All right, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know.
A supporting column. It's holding the roof up.
If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time.
Ugh. I guess there was one left. I didn't even see that one. Oh.
These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is Ionic.
It's not Ionic, Falcon. Irony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different.
That's not... Never mind. Okay, now I think we're done.
We're done here for now, at least.
We can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose. So where to next?
So let's go... And then save. After, let's do this and then we can save.
Oh, no, we can save here. Save and quit.
All right, so thank you for coming. This one was surprisingly fun. I thought it was going to be fun, but I didn't realize it was going to be so much fun. So on Thursday, we are doing more Zero Escape 999. I got us back to the point we were at the other day when I accidentally closed the game. Oopsie. So we are going to finish that. We are going to finish that route. We are going to finish it. Like, hopefully pretty soon after starting stream. Oh my god. And then on Friday, I don't know. I haven't talked to Ronnie this week. I don't know if they're busy with other stuff or with school. If Ronnie is free, we will be playing Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. And if not, we will be doing probably a work stream. I think for this month, if Ronnie isn't available on Fridays, we're going to do work streams. I don't think I'm going to do any work streams this week, but I might. If I do, I do. If I do, you may or may not get a notification that I'm live, depending on how Twitch feels that day. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm going to try to figure out my little guy because I don't know what happened, but at least we had Emma for today. I hope you had a good day. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. Hope you had a good April Fool's. Drink some water. All that stuff. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.